Good morning, my YouTube friends, family, fellow landlords, whoever might be tuning in, guys, gals, do-it-yourselfers, get-her-doners. You can see Jeff. I was going to video me using the 15 amp hour DeWalt battery. I've gotten to where I use it a lot in this DeWalt table saw, the 60 volt table saw. And it was raining outside when I was cutting, so Jeff is wiping it off when I brought it in. He's kind of in charge of keeping all the tools clean. He does a good job at that. So we're getting this house up and going. Tim's in here hiding in the closet. I've been trying to get him to come out of the closet for a while. He said he ain't coming out of the closet for nothing. So anyway, gonna shoot you a video on, guys, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. We've had a little bit of a catastrophe. GoPro had an update on it this morning, and I updated it, and now the thing will not work with the media mod. So I have no media mod on it to get better audio or to use my wireless Rode mic. We're just having to run straight off the GoPro mics. I'm sorry, just bear with me till I can get it fixed, get a new one, whatever. But we're going to take a look at the Milwaukee installation driver, and we're going to take a look at the DeWalt installation driver. And you will notice I don't have a battery on this, and you have to take the battery off of it when you put it in the bag, because even though you put this one on lock, the light will still come on. It's locked. So you put it on lock, you let the light go out. Okay. Go out. Let's just take the battery off of it. Put it back on. It's locked. You touch the trigger, light comes on. You can either say that's good or you can say that's bad, but it's bad when it's in the bag, because I've had trouble with coming to the bag and the light being on, and it pulls on your battery. The Milwaukee, and I'm showing you the differences of the two, you know, and you make your own choice up when you're buying them. But your forward and backwards is up on top. Now you can do this with your thumb to change it. Takes a little getting used to, because you know we're all used to here, doing your thumb, index finger. And so with this one, you do, you know, you can take your thumb or you can take your other finger, however you want to do it. And do that. To lock this one, you hold it and it turns red. And now it's locked. Now when this one is locked, let the light go out. All right, the light's out. You can pull the trigger, the light doesn't come on. The only thing that comes on is the battery indicator to let you know how much battery you've got in that one. So this one you're okay putting it in your bag with your battery in it. But this one here, you gotta be careful with it, or you pull your trigger and when it's locked, so it gets in here, gets up against something. I've had it to happen because you're grabbing this bag, boom, you go, and it's up against something, pushes the trigger, runs your battery, or pulls on your battery. So now this Milwaukee has been used quite a bit. You can kind of tell by, you know, it's got some wear and tear on it. The bag is got some wear and tear on it. I accused Tim of hooking it behind his truck and pulling it down the road. But this one's been used quite a bit. So you have your little hex bit. Take it off, and you have the one that's offset. You have your one that's offset. You pull this back, and it goes on. Now these are kind of directional. Your teeth in here, see those? And your teeth here, they fit in between each other. The heads on this one go on really easy, and you can move this thing in all kinds of directions. Then you got a drill bit holder. And then you've got a angle like that. Now this one, I have used it 2 ways. You can put it on to where and I don't think it'll go like exactly straight down. Yeah, it's real close. It's off just a little. But you can put a bit in there, in that. I'll throw one in there and I'll show you. Let's just throw a bit in it. So you can put a bit in there if you want to. And it does hold. I think there's a magnet in there. You can feel it, pull it. So it will hold it. Or you can take that and you can put, let's turn it up just because it'll make it easier. All right, so you can turn it up like that. And then if you want, you can put another head on top of it. Let me get back where you can see. You can put another head on top of it, like so. And leaves it like that. And you can put offset, hex bit, whatever you want on it. Now I actually have 2 hex bit holders. The reason I do is this was dropped off of the top of a ladder into some rocks and it busted this mechanism right here and the drill wouldn't work. Sent it off to Milwaukee. I expected to have to pay to fix it. They fixed it, no charge. You can even see it's still bent down just a little right there where a big rock hit it and it busted the switch right there. So that's kind of the heads on this. And this one, as long as this size battery is on it, it sets up. And it has that little section there and the flatness of your battery for it to set up. And you can just see my bag here. Let me bring you over here. So here is your bag. You're holding your heads in there. And then I have some of these, like those in there, you know, your drill bits and all your screw sizes and such, and that can lay on top. You can zip the bag. You've got some room here to put a few more things in. The bag is the same length as the DeWalt, but the DeWalt is a taller bag. You can stuff more stuff in the DeWalt. This one is very compact. You've got a handle right here, very compact to take around with you. But you can put a lot more things in here. As you see, I've got those drill bits, and then these are drill bits, and those are your screwdriver bits. And I've got pliers in here, I've got a level, I've got a stud finder, I've got the little, what I call turtle light in here. Get it out, get that in there. You've got your place over here for all your heads to fit in here. And so you've even got, if you wanted to use it, a place that you could put, you know, some drill bits or things in that. I've got another box of just those in there. Just some odds and ends. Those are easy outs of countersinking drill bits. I've got a battery over there because a lot of times we go in rental houses and need a battery for smoke detector. DeWalt pliers. Got a wrench in there. And the drill just lays down kind of like that. And the bag goes like that. Let's start comparing it a little bit. This one has a little bit more flatter area to sit up on. Not as big an area for that one to sit up on. The grip on the Milwaukee, if the camera will show that, it is thicker. And I have pretty good sized hands, and the grip, it's just a bigger, and I've got long fingers, but it is a bigger grip. It's got a totally different feel to it. You take your thumb to move those, or you take your other hand to move them. You've got your speeds here, 1 and 2. You've got where you do your clutch mechanism here, turn it all the way around, you put it on drill bit. Clutch works really good on it. Same thing, speeds up here at the top. This one's kind of stiff, it hasn't been used a lot. I've just started using it in the last couple weeks. The grip is a really good pistol grip. It's small, it's more feeling like a impact driver. Your forward and reverse is on the side like you're used to, and your lock. The heads on this one, and it could be because they're just not broke in, The hex driver bit, it goes on pretty good. You can usually get it on one-handed and do it pretty good. The other ones, I'm having, from time to time, I'm having a little bit of trouble with these going on. And I apologize about the camera that I've got what I've got, guys. That's all I've got. And I'm sorry that the audio is probably not going to be the greatest. But this one going on is a little bit harder. I don't know if it's just not broke in yet, but you've got the same deal. Where if you want to put this angled one on, and then you want to put another one on top of it, and they're just hard to get on and off, to be honest with you. It's this part right here is not as easy, and like I said, it may not be broke in. It's hard to do it one-handed for me. But there it goes. And it's just maybe because they're new and they're tight. But like this one's one I've been using pretty regular, and so I just stick it on and I pull that back, and it's hard to get it to come back. It's just, I don't know what the deal is, but it's just not wanting to go on as easy. And I've used this one quite a bit here, and you can see I'm having a little trouble with it. And it's got oil in it from packing when it was packed. But I'm having trouble getting that one on. I don't know what the deal is with it. Here's the offset. This one hadn't been used at all. Haven't used this, and they just don't pull back right here as smooth. And you would think that it would be more of a one-handed operation. There's that one. So let's do this again. So I'll take two hands and pull this back. See, that one there is just not, it is not going back right. And then, I don't know, guys. Let me run that out. I don't know what's up with this one right here, but it is just not going on easy. And see, we'll take this head off. I'll grab this head. See, you can just easily pull it back and put it right on. And I'm not sure what's going on. This is made out of two different materials. That's the DeWalt. This is the Milwaukee. The the DeWalt is just not releasing and going back on. May wind up having to, see, that one's coming back further. Talk to somebody, and that's the bad part about, for me, for DeWalt, is I don't have a service center close by. But I've used this one quite a bit, and it's not wanting to go on today. So anyway, let's move past that. I like the grip on this. I'm not liking that head, the changing of that head, but I like the grip and the feel of this. It's more, you know, like what we're used to, and your forward and reverse and your lock button right there. Your belt clip, you can put it on either side. Belt clip, you can put it on either side. But on like the Milwaukee, you've got an option, you know, if you want to go on up to a 6.0 battery and really have a lot more battery, but you sacrifice it to it not sitting up. So when you do that, change that battery out. It's very tippy, very tippy. It don't want to sit up. The wall, you don't have any problems. But whether you can get a bigger than 2 amp hour, I do not know. On the DeWalt, you can check your battery either on the machine or off. Did I say DeWalt? DeWalt, you can check it. Again, too much going on. The Milwaukee, you cannot check the batteries with it being off of the tool. It has to be on the tool to check it. Here, the light. See the brightness? See the brightness? Now that light ain't coming on. There it is. Seems that that light's just a little brighter, shines up into your work area. Pretty good light. The light's good on this one. Now, Milwaukee did include, and it's got a magnet here. It's not metal, but it feels like some kind of plastic. But if you were going up a ladder, going up on top of a house or somewhere that it wasn't convenient for you to pack some screws or extra bits or a drill bit, they got a magnet right here that you could put a few screws on, as you see there. And you could pack some screws with you, put a couple of drill bits there, or whatever you might need that's metal, it will magnetize to it. That is a magnet. For me right now, I like, and it is a little aggravating to remember to every time you're done with this tool, you're gonna put it in to take your battery off because the light will come on. But you've got a lot more room in this bag, as you can see with what all I've got in it. I've got quite a bit of things in this bag. I could stuff some more in this bag. It'll hold some more. It will expand. You do have a zipper pocket right here, and you've got a bigger pocket right here if you needed to put something in. You can see where I've got some stuff, paperwork. It's not about any of this, it's for something else that I've got paperwork stuck down in there. There's another piece, a set of DeWalt pliers that are over here in this corner of this bag. Let me get you around. See how they're stuffed down in the corner. And you can do that even on this side. Over here, if you wanted to do that, I do have some paperwork in there. But, I have that little turtle light, 12 volt turtle light in there. Just odds and ends are stuck in there. So I do like that bag, but I'm not liking how hard these heads are to change compared to this. So your chargers that come with this. The charger that comes with your DeWalt will charge your 20 volt or your 60 volt batteries plus your 12 volt. The charger that comes with this will only charge your 12 volt tools, not your 18 volt Milwaukees. So that could be, a game changer for some of you. Right now, the game changer for me is putting these other heads on these tools, and I'm going to get some lubricant and try to spray that. Now that time it came back. It's just, see right there, it's not coming back far enough. I can tell it's not releasing. It's sticking. Here it's stick. This one, see, it pulls back, but boy, they're hard. The springs on them are a lot stiffer than on the DeWalt. I have arthritis in this hand or carpal tunnel or something. I can do it easier with my right hand. But that right there is not releasing. That head's not releasing. It needs to be sent back. Let's change this. So let's pull that off. Let me put this one back on. I can easily pull that in. That may be a changer for me that I may not be carrying that DeWalt much longer. I may not can operate it. Here's this one. You can tell it's wore. It's had some wear to it. But see, I can just easily pull that back one-handed, change them. On the DeWalt, it's harder for me to, that one's okay. I can do it. When we come down to these other ones, of course, they haven't been used like the Milwaukee, but I can pull it back. There it goes. And you do have to line the teeth up on that. When you're gonna, you can put it this away, this away, this away, this away, this away, this away. Just the only thing is the teeth have to line up. Remember to take your battery off when you put it in the box. Back to this one. Got it. I really like the grip and the feel and the handle. I like that. Before I had the DeWalt and I was using this one so much, it's a little harder to get used to that up here for your on and off and your lock, or your forward and backwards and lock. Zip this one up. It is compact. It is easy. You know, it's something you can throw under a seat in your vehicle. You can put it back in a tight place. This one, you know, I do have a lot of things in this one. It's kind of got to be the one plus I was wanting to try it out because I've used the Milwaukee a lot. But, you know, you've got a larger bag here, you know, to put somewhere. This one's easy to throw under something over the corner of your vehicle. But they're both great tools. You will not go wrong with either one of them. Whichever one you purchase, you're not going to go wrong with them. For me in my area, it makes it nice that just about 3 or 4 blocks over, I've got a Milwaukee service center. I actually like the feel and everything of the DeWalt better, but I have a service center here. I bought the DeWalt for you guys so that I can do a review and a comparison of them, and I can't tell you one's better than the other one. We'll go in here and use them just a few minutes. I got to put some handles on the door. You'll see them working a little bit, so we'll do that. I've got the drills close to set up the same. This one is just a little longer on the DeWalt than on the Milwaukee, but I do have the longer drill bits in it, Phillips bits in it, because when we get to the doors, it has to be a longer head on it to reach the screws. So let's try to put these in and just use each one of these, and I'm going to do it in low. And I know this is not, you know, heavy duty type work for them, but you do get to see them used. Let's clutch it. Let's just see, there's a low right there. So see, and that's really tight enough on low. So let's do the DeWalt, and let's turn it to low. And let's put a screw in. Feel it hit. So the clutch might be a little lighter on the DeWalt. Let's try another one. Let's go into here. The difference right here. This is the Milwaukee. See the end of it? You put this in, it has a little magnet in it. You see the DeWalt, it has a fastener. So when you want to take it out, it won't come out unless you release the fastener. So that could be a difference right there, because in certain applications that could pull out on you right there. That could pull out. It is a tight magnet. You can hear it snapping in. But this one has a release on it, all right? You can see the height of the bits. The Milwaukee is a little shorter than the DeWalt sitting up like that, if that makes a difference with you. Let's see here. Come back. Kind of line them up right there. But you can see the height difference there in them. It's a little more compact. You can see how it's sloping down if you got tighter areas to work in. As I was putting these handles on, I'd be like, man, just the Milwaukee feels a little more compact and a little better in the hand in these tight areas. And then I'd use the DeWalt, and then I'd be like, well, it's okay. It's not any worse, you know. So there it is, viewing them from behind. There's kind of straight on. Activate the lights real quick. Lights are very similar. I noticed that when I was in the cabinets, the brightness of them is very similar. There's not any difference, I don't believe, in the brightness. But you can tell the Milwaukee's a little smaller. Light goes off quicker than on the DeWalt. Now I know you wanted me to make like this earth-shattering difference or something that, oh, I like this one, or oh, I like that one better than the other. But there's just not, even though the guns are totally designed kind of different, you know, with this and that not having that, this having a thicker, you know, it's a noticeably thicker grip right down in here. If you were working that all day long, it might make a difference in that. You know, this has a really good pistol grip, but there's just not that huge of a difference. They're both really good guns. They both work well. They both do what they're supposed to do. Maybe when that DeWalt gets broke in a little more, maybe the heads will get to where they change better. I don't know, but that's, you know, the big thing right now is the way the heads are changing on the DeWalt. But then again, if I get called out to a rental house, you know, for something's wrong, it's easier for me to throw several things in that DeWalt bag because the way it opens up, and you know, it's more of a bag. Here's one last look at them. I did condense these bits down. All those, it's got the Phillips and straight heads and hex heads and all that. I put them into one box, and so you see I got more room if I wanted to put more stuff in there. Of course, here's your DeWalt box. So as I've said throughout this video, you're not going to go wrong with either one of them. They're both good tools. They're both great for what they're for. They're awesome having the switch out heads. I'm just hoping the DeWalt, in time, it gets easier to change those heads. The Milwaukee's really easy to change. Guys, if you got any more questions on them, just put them down in the comments. I will get to them and answer them. I appreciate you watching this video, giving it a thumbs up, liking it. It just helps me out a lot if you do that. And I hope I halfway did a decent job at kind of comparing the two and showing you the two. I'm not really into, you know, going DeWalt's awesome, it's better, or Milwaukee's awesome, it's better, go with it. Some of the tools, sometimes I will do that too, if there's really just a big flub up on them, but there's no flub up on these. They're great tools. And I do apologize somewhat for the audio. I'm sorry, whatever's happened to that I couldn't use the media mod on the GoPro 10. So I appreciate you tolerating that. I hope the audio is going to turn out okay. I won't know till I get this edited. But I appreciate you watching, guys. And, you know, like I said earlier, I'm just kind of off of the, you know, the seat of my pants with this stuff. I don't go by any books or have a script or anything. We're just in a place working, and this is what it is. Guys, I hope you have a blessed weekend. I'll see you another day.